We all have one. Most of us try to ignore that part of ourselves, and hardly anyone talks about it. But without exception, we all have a shadow side that can be ruling and ruining your life. But instead of running away or trying to pretend that it's not there, it's time to learn how to deal with the shadow side. Welcome everyone, it's Marcia Martin, the Heart Healer, and here to help us deal with the shadow aspects of ourselves is the spiritual master Vywamus. Now Vywamus is considered the higher self aspect of Sanat Kumara, and we've spoken about Sanat Kumara in the past. He helped us deal with our negativity within our physical beings. And so here we have the spiritual aspect that Vywamus introduces us to help us deal with the spiritual product, which is this non-existent shadow self that feeds off of our negativity and tries to influence us in a negative or destructive direction. So let's take a look at all that Vywamus can help us do and then hear from him personally so that we know how we can move our lives forward and keep them positive and uplifting. So Vywamus helps all light workers awaken to your inner power. Every single one of us has come prepared and filled with inner power. Not all of us choose to use it in this lifetime, and that's fine. Remember, we have free will, and we go on different journeys for a reason. So don't judge, just accept that some people are going to be really delighted about the ascension journey, and others are not going to acknowledge it in any way. He will help those of you who are choosing to acknowledge the ascension experience and your growth to understand and use more effectively the spiritual gifts that you've been given. And we need to remember that everyone has at least one gift that is operating from birth, one way that you are able to communicate with God. As you develop more fully, you may find that there are many avenues of communication, many senses that are opening to God, but you will always have at least one that is active because that divine communication is your best tool for living a happy, joyous, and prosperous life, and no one has been cut off from that gift. So, Vywamus will help you expand it. He is considered, as I said, to be the higher self of Sanat Kumara, who has the role of ridding the earth of negative energy. Sanat Kumara tends to be more effective or more working more with the physical, whereas Vywamus is better at helping you with the etheric or the spiritual nature of your aspect. And that, in this particular case, we're going to call the shadow self, the negative or darker aspects of you that you may not want to acknowledge or you may feel are less than worthy. But we want to get away from labeling or judging and get into a place where we are learning to be fully loving and accepting of all that is. So let that be your homework for this week, is just to get into a place of love and acceptance for all that you are. Growth is your natural way of being. You're not going to prevent yourself from growing by loving and accepting yourself. You're going to make it easier to grow, because that which we accept, we naturally want to improve. We always want to be better and better. But if we find that we are pushing against something, we may start withdrawing and not wanting to look at it, but looking at it with our subconscious or paying a negative attention to it, and that's going to cause it to grow and won't be helping us to grow and expand in the direction that we do want. It will be causing us to contract and withdraw. So call on Vywamus to help you with that. He's going to help you overcome the self-imposed limitations that you may have been practicing for years. He'll help you clear unresolved emotions and belief patterns. And when you use his assistance, it's a rapid clearing so that you really feel as though you are coming awake. Now remember that we are all experiencing the ascension and the awakening process at different speeds and in different ways. Some people wake up and it's completely different. Others go on a long, gradual journey. But no matter which way you are choosing to experience this, Vywamus will help you achieve it with more clarity, more ease, and less struggle. And we really want to get away from the idea that the awakening journey must be painful. Allow it to be a beautiful journey of expansion, and use all the help that's available. Vywamus is going to go directly to your heart and the heart of any problem that you perceive that you help. He will, while you are in that energetic heart space, help you transform the negativity which is creating the pain and the suffering that you are currently experiencing. And you all know I love the heart. I love clearing the heart so that you can step into a place of greater expansion. And I love that there are so many helpers available that want to assist you in clearing and healing the heart. Your life will be completely transformed when you do the work of the heart. So, I encourage you to get busy and get into the heart space. Vywamus can help you discover your life purpose. And again, every single one of us has come with a life purpose. It may not be the life purpose of someone else. Please don't get into a comparison game. There is no one purpose that is better than another. There is just a purpose that absolutely everyone has. And that's what we need to remember. Everyone has a purpose, and it's going to be perfect for you and your life journey. In addition, Vywamus will bring to you a deep, loving sense of kindness. And I know for myself, and I hope for you as well, the more loving kindness that I can surround myself with, the better my world. So please allow yourself to experience the loving energy of the energetic realm. Vywamus will help you move beyond the illusion. He will remind you that the dark has only the power which you give it. And he will light your heart so that you will be encouraged and supported in taking away the darkness, by embracing it and seeing its value, and also seeing the light that is within you. Now, let's hear from Vywamus directly to see all that he would like to share with us today about how we can illuminate our shadow selves. And whatever we illuminate, we have the opportunity to allow it to disappear. It will no longer exist in your life as something to move against you when you illuminate it. When you try to hide from it, when you try to pretend it's not there, it can grow larger. It can take on characteristics that it doesn't have of its own self, and it can become something that you fear. But when you illuminate it with love, you see that it's nothing that you need to concern yourself with, and instead it can be a helpful tool in your growth. So let's take a look at what Vywamus wants to share with us today. And he begins, "Dearest hearts, to most of you the darkness is a place to be feared. It's the place you've stored all of your hopes and those dreams that appear too big to be possible. The darkness is the place inside of you, the closet that holds secrets, and is marked by a large 'Do not enter' sign. The darkness is a place that is forbidden and larger than life, certainly larger than you. The darkness is a place that goes unexplored, and because you will not venture in, it grows in mystique, and you grant it power. I, Vywamus, want to invite you to explore instead of fear the darkness that is your creation. First, know the darkness. This secret keeper is not separate from you. It is you. Second, know that that which you fear becomes emboldened and grows larger, not because it in itself is powerful, but because your obsession with its presence feeds it attention, and anything that you pay attention to will gain in stature. The law has never promised that only that which is good will multiply and become more powerful. The law only states that that which is given attention will become more prominent in your life. Therefore, instead of watering the dark with your attention of fear, it's time for you to act with the power and wisdom that is your birthright as a child of God. It's time to stop running from the shadow and turn and face it. When you look at all that is, you will discover that you can find good within all of it. When you stop running and begin looking, you will see all of what you have attracted and created is a seamless whole of good. Some of it is filled with love and carries obvious goodness. The other side, which is filled with hatred born of the dark, is also good, for it has propelled you forward to this place of questing in which you are today. Do not curse the dark. Embrace it, and it will melt from you as the illusion that it is, because the dark is a necessary tool that helps you search for and find the light within you. I, Vywamus, stand with you today to help you call forth those shadow aspects of yourself that seem so intimidating. As they come forth, see them for all that they are. See them as illusionary products that have helped you choose to move toward love. Then shower that which is empty with love and fill it with love so that that which is dark will now be radiant and luminescent. Allow that image to fill your mind. Allow that image to become part of your heart. Allow that image to blossom within you and allow you to see all that you are. You are magnificent. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter what you've done to get yourself to the place that you now occupy. It doesn't matter whether you see your life as a terrible travesty or filled with good. All that matters in this moment is that you are willing to look at all that exists and accept it. Whatever was, was. Be in this moment of now and allow yourself to accept all that is and all that you are and call it good. From this moment forward, begin seeing yourself as perfect. Whatever was, was. Leave it alone. In this moment, you are perfect. And I want you to begin saying to yourself as your mantra, I am where I am because it is the perfect place for me to be at this time. Whatever is happening is perfect for me now. I am always experiencing my greatest good. Go from the place that everything that is happening in your life is good, and you will begin attracting more good into your life. If you are always operating from the place that everything that comes into your life is bad, then all that you can attract from that place is more bad. So today, we're moving to the place where we say to ourselves, I am always in the right place at the right time. I am always attracting good. All you have to do is shift from I never get it right to I always get it right. And that will help you release and no longer be surrounded or ruled by the illusionary shadow self that was constantly downgrading you or telling you you weren't good enough. Now you're going to remind yourself of just how magnificent you are. And you're going to step out of the shadows into that beautiful place where love is flowing to you and through you. Let that love just flood your entire being. Allow your entire self to bask in the unconditional love that flows unceasingly from heaven to you. Allow yourself to fill and to keep receiving even though you are filled, and then allow yourself to overflow out into the world, and you will create a world of joy and love and peace and harmony anywhere that you go. You are what is important. You are valuable. You are making a difference in your world. Remember, everywhere you are is exactly where you need to be. You are perfect in this moment, and everything is always working out for you. So, keep on being amazing, perfect beings of love. And I so appreciate you all for being here. So, as always, I invite you to join me on my website, which is marciamartinthehearthealer.com or mmhearthealer.com. And on there, you will have the opportunity to join my community by clicking on the community tab, or getting a mini angel reading, or diving deep and signing up to work with me personally. Or you also have the opportunity to read the blogs and get plenty of free information that will support you in every way. Whatever is for your highest good, I want you to agree to receive it and just let it come to you, into your heart. It'll flow from me out to you, from my heart to your heart. So, thank you all so much for being here, for being a vital part of the community, for liking, for sharing, for subscribing, for commenting. If you have a video that you would like me to, if you have a question that you'd like to have answered, and it's something that would, a topic that you feel would really support our community, please put it in the comments. If the angels feel that this would be wonderful material, I will be delighted to do a video on it. So again, I thank you for contributing to the love that I experience every day. You make my heart so very happy. I'm sending you all my love and my deepest gratitude.